Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw 1 interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
Dancing to his left. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Fernandez. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Number 47.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Touchdown, Cardinals! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play fake. Fernandez. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fernandez. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Fernandez. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Football back.
1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
You gotta be kidding.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 98 offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the gun, Fernandez. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
46-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fernandez going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Operating from the gun, Fernandez. And his throw here is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away from the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Set for 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Friedman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's hard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards, the final tally.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again, Fernandez. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morgan. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the gun, Fernandez. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Fernandez. And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. A handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Complete to number 8.
From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
For the extra
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 14. The left side completion to Jones.
The pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down. Back, and he's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one. And pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona 1st. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Seahawks 28.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football. It's something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before break. Fernandez. He's going to let it go again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Plenty of good games to choose from in that early window. We'll highlight the one down in Tampa. A big test for the Bucs at home, as they'll have to contend with the San Francisco 49ers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the New York Giants. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half to find
Everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
It's been adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw now on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Friedman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They run the counter. Friedman. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Brought down back.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
28.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Operating from the gun, Fernandez. Throw left side complete. It's Morgan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. A third quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fernandez. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off the bootleg, Fernandez. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that knowing that they needed to get a stop, they're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly. And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes. He went all the way into the end zone. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's not that often you see a 2-point try from that distance, and, of course, it's not that often that it's successful, and it wasn't there.
And who added all this thinking to the game, right? Because now you get so much extra to consider. The penalty happens. Do you go for 2 from that spot now after the penalty? Or do you say, we're going to kick it, which means they have to administer the penalty from the 20,
you would have been pushed
from the 15.
back.
Now you're back further. Can you make that one? It's a lot of extra stuff on what used to be a routine play.
On first down, Fernandez. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw on 2nd down, Fernandez. He'll run it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 4.
Off play action. Fernandez steps away. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception. Just unable.
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2.
Second down and
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
in the end zone. It's third down and goal from the 2-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the gun, Fernandez. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On second down now, Friedman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's third down.
Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 64 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Taken down and sacked.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Young. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the bootleg, Fernandez. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Back to the air on second down. Fernandez. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42.
A gain of 13 yards.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. On 1st and 10, Fernandez. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fernandez. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
To number 81. Touchdown, Seattle.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 3 yards the gain there. Second down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This to make it a 3-score game late. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fernandez. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.